the Republican legislature. It's amazing. A Democrat governor responding to a Democrat lawsuit ruled on by a Democrat-appointed judge. Unbelievable. And people will eat it up. Folks, you can argue all day that the Republicans and Democrats in Wisconsin should have got together and moved election day. Fine, fair, totally fair. But if you're buying the New York Times, the media, the Stephen Colbert nonsense, Republicans wanted people to die in Wisconsin, I'm genuinely sorry for you. I'm not kidding. I really feel bad for you. You live in a fantasy land. You don't live in the real world. You look in the mirror all day and see something that's not there. That's a smart person. It's an illusion. It's an oasis in the desert. You get there and there's no water. You thought you saw a smart person. Not so much. All right, final sponsor today. Got another story. Major league faceplant self-owned by the atrocious governor of Nevada, another clueless Democrat. And hopefully I can get to this Steele story too. And I got a piece of video I got to get to too about Deborah Birx, which is going to be really disturbing. Not about Birx, but about something she said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's show also brought to you by our friends at Patriot Mobile. I have an announcement from our friends at Patriot Mobile. To help Americans stay in touch with loved ones during this difficult time, they have reduced their prices even further. Stop wasting your money with these companies, these big telephone cell carriers that really can't stand us. Patriot Mobile is one of us. They are one of us. Now they have reduced prices. Right now, let their U.S.-based team design your customized family plan for only $25, $35, $45, or $55. Patriot Mobile will never charge you hidden fees, and unlike Big Mobile, they will not send your hard-earned money to Planned Parenthood or gun-grabbing Democrats, and they're not shy about where they stand. That's because Patriot Mobile only supports the conservative values you believe in. Switching is easy. Keep your phone number, bring your own phone, or buy a new one. Join our family of freedom-loving Americans today and get free activation, plus they'll send you a free gift. Call 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-PATRIOT, or visit patriotmobile.com/Dan. Get your customized family plan today for only $25, $35, $45, or $55. 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-PATRIOT, or go to patriotmobile.com/Dan, patriotmobile.com/Dan. Great company. Check them out. Save money. Great service. Okay. Quick piece in Town Hall, be in the show notes, but most definitely worth your time. Remember I told you about the Democrat governor of Nevada who, in an effort to fight Trump for some ridiculous reason, I never thought, we used to joke, Joe, you and I and others, and it was a joke. I mean, it's sincerely a joke that if President Trump were to find a cure for a deadly disease, whatever it may be, cancer, HIV, that the Democrats would come out against it and say, we have a right to cancer. Curing cancer is racist. Well, it was a joke. Well, it's not a joke anymore because President Trump has been touting the, granted anecdotal, but there are a lot of scientific research out there as well, benefits of a drug called hydroxychloroquine, trade name Plaquenil. Trump's excited about it because it may work. And certainly there are a number of anecdotal stories out there and some scientific data that says it does work. We'll see. For the treatment of this coronavirus. We'll see where it goes. But because Trump mentioned it, the Democrats hate it. And Democrat governors like the atrocious governor of Michigan, Whitmer, who has just embarrassed herself, even our local papers all over her lately, and the even more dreadful governor of Nevada, they were banning the use of this outside certain medical settings. You had to be in a hospital, all this other stuff. Because why? Because they wanted to show everybody, we're not going to go along with that Trump drug. There was an article in the Babylon Bee, the satire site show yesterday. It says, liberals want to die quickly on hydroxychloroquine to show Trump the drug doesn't work. It's like, it's a satire site. And you're like, that probably could be true in some cases. People are really sick. So the Nevada governor restricted the access to this drug. But notice what he did. Here's his piece in Town Hall. This is kind of crazy how this happens. Nevada governor found hoarding hydroxychloroquine after banning drug. Townhall.com. That's just crazy. That's just, I thought, here's from the Town Hall piece. Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak, in embarrassment, had a knee-jerk reaction to Trump's optimism about hydroxychloroquine as an effective treatment for the Wuhan virus. Trump was hopeful about the drug, so anti-Trump Democrats, like the hapless loser Sisolak, I added hapless and loser in there, were against it. Sisolak banned hydroxychloroquine as a treatment for COVID-19, ostensibly over concerns of hoarders stockpiling the medicine and causing shortages for patients who use the drug for things like lupus. But while the governor restricted the public from receiving the potentially life-saving drug, Nevada's Department of Corrections began stockpiling the drug for prisoners. Oh, man. Just crazy how that happens, pointing out Democrat hysteria and hypocrisy every single day. Hysterocracy. That's a mix of hysteria and hypocrisy at the same time. How did you vote for this guy? I love Nevada. I had family. I still have family that live out there. How did you vote for this guy? What a numbskull. Don't hoard the drug. Let's hoard the drug. All right, here's a disturbing piece of video. So this is Dr. Deborah Birx, who I respect, but they said something yesterday that should bother everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Again, as I've said to you from the start, this is obviously a serious virus, ladies and gentlemen. Please, again, only the simpletons on the left are making it a conversation. Serious or not? Yes. Answered. Asked. Yes. Period. Thank you. We know it's a serious virus. The question is how serious. How serious is based on data. We do facts, we do data, and we do science, unlike the left, which believes in 2,426 genders. The data on how serious this virus is as a threat to humankind is based on two calculations: your R naught, the level of contagiousness of this virus, and the fatality rate. When infected with it, how many people are going to die? How contagious, how deadly. Not very complicated. You don't have to be an epidemiologist to figure it out. Anybody can look at data. Well, what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, is the models were probably based on faulty data, which led to the shutting down of the United States economy, which is going to, I believe, kill more people in the long run than this virus did if we don't get a hold of this quickly. The models were based on data about its contagiousness and its fatality level that may have been clearly wrong. So there's an effort by some in the modeling community now that has now come to fruition to attribute deaths with coronavirus to deaths from coronavirus. You may say, I don't get it. Folks, if you show up to the hospital with coronavirus and you had a heart attack, did you die from the heart attack or did you die from the coronavirus? You know what? To take the politics out of it, because the left has politicized the Wuhan virus dramatically and has made these conversations almost null and void with them because they're immune to facts. Make it about the common cold. I'm not suggesting the two are related. I'm simply suggesting for the analogy, maybe to make more sense to you. If you show up to the hospital and you had a heart attack and you have a cold, did you die from the cold or did you die from the heart attack? Obviously, the fatality rate from the common cold is far lower than we've seen from the coronavirus. But why don't we do that for anything else? If you show up to the hospital and you have tuberculosis, but you broke a leg and you get an infection, a blood infection, did you die from the tuberculosis or did you die from the infection? Well, we rely on medical professionals to do that. We're not doing that much anymore. Listen to this segment from Dr. Birx here, where now all of a sudden, if you show up with the coronavirus, that's all of a sudden the cause of death? Ladies and gentlemen, these are fair questions to ask. How are we ever going to get a good grasp of what the fatality rate is if we don't know if you actually died from the coronavirus? Because anybody who shows up with the coronavirus is deemed having died from the coronavirus. Listen to this.
So I think in this country, we've taken a very liberal approach to mortality. And I think the reporting here has been pretty straightforward over the last 5 to 6 weeks. Prior to that, when there wasn't testing in January and February, that's a very different situation and unknown. There are other countries that if you had a pre-existing condition, and let's say the virus caused you to go to the ICU and then have a heart or kidney problem, some countries are recording that as a heart issue or a kidney issue and not a COVID-19 death. Right now, we're still recording it, and the great thing about having forms that come in and a form that has the ability to mark it as COVID-19 infection, the intent is right now that if someone dies with COVID-19, we are counting that.
Folks, again, my goal here is only the truth. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I mean that candidly. If in a doctor's professional opinion you had a heart attack, but you would have survived it if not for a coronavirus infection, then fair enough. Attributing that to coronavirus is probably a medically sound decision. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not on the ground. I'm not in the ER. but just grossly overestimating and over-calculating and over-accounting the number of coronavirus deaths because people showed up with coronavirus is not helping either. It's not helping for public policy, and it's not helping for the science of gauging the fatality and lethality of this disease. Again, I'm just asking the liberals listening, what am I saying that's out of line here? I'm serious. Like, why would we want to attribute everything to coronavirus, despite the fact that a large number of these cases may not have been fatal other than another comorbid condition someone had?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know. We're not allowed to ask questions anymore. Of course, I don't care about any of that. We plow right through that nonsense, but some do. Some get intimidated by the way. You got the wrong show for that. All right, one final story. We got through it. This is it. It's about 3 out of 5 shows we get through the whole lineup. So yesterday I told you Christopher Steele, the creator of the PP tape dossier, remember that ridiculous absurdity he used to spy on Trump? He's got some problems. He's got some big problems coming up. Christopher Steele hired by the Clinton campaign to generate a bunch of nonsense about Donald Trump. I saw this piece in the Daily Mail. It's in the show notes again today. Read it. Check it out. Read the end paragraph. It's really important. By the way, the Daily Mail, you have the longest headlines in human history. Paula always comments. All right, Paula? You can't even fit them into screenshots. The headline's like the whole article. Daily Mail, right, Joe? Ex-MI6 spy Christopher Steele behind this dirty dossier on Trump. I have to cut these down. Is being sued by 3 Russian oligarchs who were named in his compromat file. So Christopher Steele's being sued by some Russians because of some of his intel, Joe, the Steele intel. Remember the PP tape stuff? Mentions these guys, and these guys are like, hey, we didn't do any of that crap. You made that up too. So Steele was like, I don't really want to defend my work in court, because I have sources and stuff. Oh, you do? So you're just allowed to impugn people's integrity without, that's interesting. So the judge in the case, check out the end of the piece of the Daily Mail. Read this. It's up at the show notes. Justice Warby said, listen, I may be called on to rule whether he should be compelled to answer a question, talking about Steele. And the judge warned he was not convinced Mr. Steele would be able to insist, Joe, his dossier accurately reported what he had heard, suggesting he would have to prove if it was not inaccurate. Steele's in trouble again. He's going to have to raise his right hand in court. Looks like Justice Warby saying, no, you come on in here. Tell us about that PP tape again. We'd love to hear about it. Where exactly did you get that? Can you prove the PP tape happened? Who told you about the PP tape? Steele don't want to do it because Steele knows it's all garbage nonsense. Of course, that was fabricated junk to engage in a political attack. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in. And one quick note, thank you for all your support of our conservative alternative to the Drudge Report. BonginoReport.com has taken off. Please bookmark it. Make it your homepage. We are committed to hysteria-free coverage of the best conservative news of the day. BonginoReport.com. We also have Bongino.com, too, where we do opinion stuff. But go check it out. BonginoReport.com. We really appreciate your support. Thanks a lot, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show. Follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.